What is up, guys? Welcome to today's market recap. Today, I ended up taking a loss, but I got saved by AlphaTix. AlphaTix decided to crash while I was in the trade, so Alpha Futures voided my loss. So it's a huge W, and I got super lucky with that. This is just because I took a super quick trade on MNQ because I don't know if there's an inactivity rule. I think there is. I hadn't really heard of it before, but just in case I just did it. So yeah, going into the day, I had 50-50. We were in a spot that if we're going to be bullish, we should displace higher. Um, so, but we did also have New Week opening up to feel a bit lower, which I believe was a draw. And I also was a bit more bearish to the New Week opening up. So what I wanted to see how, I wanted to see how we would start displacing from the spot that we were. Um, what happened at open? So if we're gonna be bullish, what should we do? Respect these levels here, right? This hourly gap, forward gap, daily gap, and go higher. But what did we do? We ended up just stomping through it, not giving a shit about it. So and we have a new week opening up to fill, which is a really obvious draw. And so I turned bearish. I mean I wasn't bullish, but I like I went bearish, I guess. So yeah, I went fully bearish. Uh, Then we ended up opening up this 5-minute fair value gap. We also went into equilibrium of the range and OTE of the range. And we got this V-shaped 5-minute inverse. We had also opened up a 50-minute fair value gap at the time. And we got an SMT with ES there, right here as you can see. Um, Now we didn't really need to trade into the 50-minute. It wasn't really a requirement. It was just pretty nice to get an SMT at it. But since if my bias is right and my idea is correct, since we traded into the 5 minute and we already mitigated the range and we get an inverse out of it, even though we open up a 50-minute here, if we already filled the range or rebalanced it, we don't need to trade back into here. Um, so yeah, but this SMT was pretty nice, and then we got this B-shape 5-minute inverse, which is an A plus setup, and I will take it every day. Now I guess that because it is a 5 minute, we're still holding lower time frame gaps, but it is the highest time frame, so it's fine to take. And I think it's a pretty good setup. And bro, I know so many people took it. Like even TGR took this, and I don't think I ever take the same trade as him. Um, but everyone took this shit, and I think it was super nice. And I would take it every day. Unfortunate loss. Just glad. I'm happy that it never went like alpha avoided my loss, so that's awesome. Um, and yeah, and then Alpha Tix was crashed around here, so I couldn't really see. I mean, I was looking through Topstep X, but I wasn't really too focused on the charts. I was looking at Discord to see how everyone was crashing out. But we got a possible short, which I don't like it at all. But I know Blake took it, who's my mentor. But we got an SMT here with a 930 high. It's not even that pretty, bro. Yeah, we got an SMT with a 930 high. But bro, we inverse a 50-minute fair value gap, and then we also edge this hourly gap. So I don't really like shorts. Um, and also I'm gonna go on TradingView just to show it. There was this 3-minute, but there was also a 4-minute fair value gap. Um, as you can see, there was also this 4-minute fair value gap, and then there was also this 5-minute fair value gap. So the entry should have been this 5-minute if you were going to take this. Um, yeah, I mean, pretty obvious draw to the new week opening up. I didn't really like this setup. I feel like the key level just isn't really that good. I think that the 5-minute inverse is pretty good if the key level had been better or if we had tapped the hourly gap. But we never got that, so yeah. It's not something I would take ever, so yeah. But I guess that this shit was a fucking 1 to 4 RR banger though. So yeah. And that was it for today. There really wasn't anything else. Um, if you took this 1 minute inverse here, this one you're fucking washed. Um, and yeah, I feel like the best setup of the day was this one. Even though this one played out, this setup is way better. So yeah, that is it for today and peace out.